Attention, Madrid fans! Bombshell behind the scenes of European football. Xabi Alonso, the new coach of Real Madrid, is already at the center of a serious controversy. An important Bayer Leverkusen player revealed that he would have left the club if the Spanish coach hadn't departed, and made harsh public criticism. And it doesn't stop there. Real Madrid is preparing a masterstroke in the market to sign a top-tier Liverpool defender and could also promote a promising young talent from the academy to reinforce the defense. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you never miss any updates about the greatest club in the world. Breaking news: Jonas Hoffmann, an experienced Bayer Leverkusen midfielder, has revealed deep frustration with Xabi Alonso and stated that he would have requested a transfer if the Spanish coach hadn't left for Real Madrid. The shocking statement has set off alarm bells behind the scenes at the Merengue club, right as Alonso begins his journey as head coach of Los Blancos. Let's break it down. Hoffmann, 33, opened up in an interview with the German newspaper Kölner Stadtanzeiger, openly criticizing Xabi Alonso's attitude during the 2024-25 season. According to him, there was a major communication failure. After being a key player in Leverkusen's historic 2023-24 title campaign, Hoffmann was demoted to an almost irrelevant role in the following season, starting only 4 league matches. Not understanding the reasons, he had expected a more honest dialogue from the Spanish manager. In Hoffmann's own words, "I expect a coach to address something directly when they notice it. I expect open and direct communication. A coach shouldn't wait more than 2 weeks to do this, because as a coach, I want players to be in top form to raise the level of training." He went further: "New coach, new opportunity. I'm a Bundesliga guy. I'm fighting my way back. I feel comfortable, but with Xabi Alonso, I probably would have considered a transfer. Personally, I'm putting last season in a box and I don't want to open it again. It was very disappointing for me, what happened there and how everything played out. That's not what I'm looking for." These statements raise a sensitive point for Real Madrid. How will Xabi Alonso manage a squad full of stars, egos, and pride, like that of the Merengue team? Will the Spaniard learn from this public criticism and adjust his communication style inside the Santiago Bernabéu dressing room? Alonso's arrival at Real comes with high expectations but also demands a firm and empathetic approach with his squad. At Real Madrid, every detail matters. And criticisms like these, even if from a former team, can directly affect how the current squad receives the new coach. As Alonso adapts to this new challenge, Real Madrid is racing against time to solve serious defensive issues. The team's performance against PSG last season exposed defensive weaknesses, even with some big names on the pitch. The board understands the backline still lacks depth and consistency. That's why the Merengues have already signed 3 centre-backs this transfer window, but the efforts aren't stopping there. According to the Spanish outlet AS, the club is considering promoting Jone Martinez, a promising Castilla defender, to the first team. Martinez, just 17 years old, is highly rated by Xabi Alonso and was gaining space until suffering a severe ACL injury. The injury sidelined Martinez for the entire past season, but now he's close to returning. His talent is undeniable, and according to internal sources, he'll be tested as soon as he's 100% physically fit. Alonso himself believes in the young defender's potential and plans to gradually integrate him into the senior squad. Let's not forget Raúl Asensio, another homegrown gem, stepped up in Martinez's absence. The plan with Jone is the same: gradual observation, training with the first team, and opportunities in less demanding matches. It's a medium-term gamble, but with tremendous upside. However, Real Madrid has no intention of relying solely on academy players. The board is preparing a bold move in the market, a last-minute bid to sign Ibrahima Konate, Liverpool centre-back. According to Diario AS, the Spanish club wants to exploit the uncertainty around the French defender's contract renewal to pull off a major deal before the transfer window closes. Konate has been rejecting renewal offers from Liverpool, and the Reds fear losing him for free next season. Real Madrid is closely monitoring the situation and has already made contact to determine the minimum price for an immediate negotiation. The Merengue strategy is clear: make a surprise offer on deadline day, when Liverpool will be under pressure to decide. Either they sell now for a solid fee or risk losing the player for free in a few months. It's a risky move, but it could secure a top-level reinforcement for Real's defense. Konate would be an instant impact signing. Fast, physical, strong in the air, and with international experience, the defender would fit perfectly into Alonso's system. On top of that, he'd bring more balance to a backline that struggled last season. Still, the plan carries its risks. If Liverpool rejects the offer, out of pride or strategy, Real Madrid could end the window with a major gap in their defense, especially considering the issues exposed in big matches last year. Therefore, Real Madrid is working on two fronts, betting on Jone Martinez as a long-term internal solution and going all in on Konate for immediate reinforcement. Alonso's mission is to solve this defensive puzzle while managing a locker room full of talent and expectations, now with the shadow of public criticism from his former Bundesliga player hovering over him. But the controversy surrounding Xabi Alonso might have even deeper consequences. Inside the Real Madrid locker room, there's great anticipation, but also caution, regarding the leadership style of the new coach. Players, especially veterans like Kroos and Carvajal, who've seen many managers over the years, will be watching closely how Alonso communicates, handles the stars, and responds under pressure. At Real Madrid, even the smallest noise can become a storm. And if Hoffmann, a player known for his discreet personality, felt ignored to the point of almost leaving Leverkusen, this warning must be taken seriously. The club's leadership is paying close attention, knowing that dressing room stability is one of the secrets to winning seasons. This episode also exposes a key point that could define Alonso's future as coach: his adaptability. He's a young manager, still building his identity, and now must balance tactical brilliance with the ability to lead a squad full of superstars, rising youth, and legendary veterans. Real Madrid's success will depend heavily on this balance. While all this unfolds off the field, the work on the pitch is intense. The backline is clearly the club's top priority. Jone Martinez represents the future, but there's an internal consensus that he can't be overburdened too soon. Real Madrid must find the balance between giving chances to youth and maintaining elite-level competitiveness, especially in the Champions League, where one defensive mistake can cost an entire season. That's why the potential arrival of Ibrahima Konate is seen as a key piece of the puzzle. The Frenchman wouldn't just raise the defensive level, but also serve as a reference point for the young defenders in the squad, including Martinez. Konate's presence would allow Real Madrid to implement smarter rotations, reduce injury risks, and offer tactical flexibility depending on the opponent. But the transfer market is unpredictable. If the Konate deal doesn't go through, the club is already working on alternatives. Internal sources claim names like William Saliba, Arsenal, and Mark Guéhi, Crystal Palace, are also being monitored. The mission is clear: avoid repeating last season's mistakes and give Alonso a fully competitive squad in all areas. And back to Hoffmann, his words might, in a way, serve as an opportunity for Alonso. A chance to evolve as a coach and prove he's learned from the past. If he can combine tactical intelligence with more human and transparent leadership, the sky's the limit for his journey at the Santiago Bernabéu. After all, the eyes of the world will be on Real Madrid this season. Every press conference, every squad list, and every gesture from Alonso will be analyzed with a magnifying glass, by the media and, more importantly, by his own players. Winning the locker room will be just as vital as winning trophies. Real Madrid is in a moment of transition, with a new coaching staff, squad changes, and young talents knocking at the door. Leadership will be tested. And as always, Madridistas expect nothing less than excellence. So, Madridistas, what do you think of Jonas Hoffmann's criticism of Xabi Alonso? Do you believe the Spanish coach needs to change his approach in the dressing room? And about the defense, is Konate the ideal piece to fix Real Madrid's defensive issues? Let us know in the comments, like the video, and share it to support the channel. Thanks for watching, Madridistas. See you next time with more exclusive news from the greatest club in the world. If you'd like, I can now format this for voiceover recording, or translate it into Spanish as well. Let me know.